Hey guys, welcome back to Forza Motorsport. This will hopefully be the last video I need to record before I go away. I'll go away tomorrow. But by the time you see this, it'll be like the 24th. So, we're doing the all-wheel drive event, the amateur version. We're in our A-Class Subaru Spec C. Yeah, I do actually quite like this car, I'll be honest. I think it's... I mean, I don't like the way it looks. I think I mentioned this the last time I drove it. I think the spoiler's too small. Not quite sure why it's got the tiny spoiler on it. Maybe better top speed, I don't know. But it's a very competitive car. Although it is pretty poor as far as A-Class goes. But it don't matter. Compared to the other Imprezas and Evos in the game, it's one of the best. With the exception of, like, the Mines Evo and the Sparko. That's about it. They're the only ones that are really, like, ranked higher than this. But they're both A-Class as well. Yeah. So this is actually the fastest Subaru in the game, with the exception of the touring car. The GT300 Japanese, whatever, JGTC, whatever. Yeah, the Cusco Advan. I've just noticed it says Forza Motorsport on the back as well. So this is probably, and on the side, it's probably Forza's own creation then. Although I know, well, the Spec C does exist in real life, because there are Spec Cs in other games, so it can't be a Forza exclusive. But yeah, maybe, I don't know. Odd. I should research really what the Spec C is all about, but yeah, I think I did mention as well that the Blob Eye is my favourite generation of Impreza. I don't know why, it just is. I don't like the Hawkeye that much. I mean, it's okay, but I think the Blob Eye looks better. Oh crap, I'm not changing gear. I'm just checking that my microphone's working. I did test it before I started the video, but I get paranoid. And obviously I'm checking as well that the video itself is still recording, because I have had times where it stopped recording. Also, I want to apologise for the Honda CRX video. By the time these videos come out, you would have seen it already. There's a really dodgy cut near the end of the video. That's only because it did like a weird glitch where like it sort of like froze for about a second, and that's the best I could do to fix it without re-recording it. So yeah, I might put a comment on the video itself. I probably would have done by this point. So yeah, I think I've mentioned this before. It's weird pre-recording videos, because the Honda CRX video hasn't been uploaded yet, but by the time you see this video it would have been uploaded. So it's like I'm talking about a video that I know is coming, but you would have already seen it. So it's like trying to talk about it in the correct tense, if that makes sense. Like, I've got to talk about it in the past tense even though it hasn't actually happened yet. It's a very interesting thing to pre-record videos, but you know, the amount I have to travel, it has to be done, so I don't mind it though. It gives me an excuse to play stuff. So I've got another couple of Forza videos lined up for when like I finished the go basically, I mean, so this will be like towards the end of the year, so don't expect any time soon. It'll be like when all the lap that there's over to do the this game that never returned, and all the tracks in this game that never returned, because there's actually quite, especially tracks, because I think obviously this was back in the day when Forza were just Turn 10 were just starting out, so they couldn't afford the licenses for many tracks, so they had to make quite a lot up. But then obviously by the time Motorsport 2 came out, they had a bigger budget, so they could afford the licensing for more tracks, so they didn't have to make up as many. And then I think for that reason they just killed a lot of them off. But yeah, it's weird as well, because when you pre-record videos, like, you've got to think about stuff to talk about. But because I recorded a video, well, obviously not today, but like sometimes I record 2-3 videos in one day, so I've got to try and think of like 3 weeks worth of conversation in a couple of hours. It's very difficult, which is, I do apologise if I sound really awkward on the videos. I have done, you know, plenty of voiceover stuff, so I did very briefly have a podcast, but we only had 2 episodes and then it stopped. So you know, I'm no stranger to having my voice on videos and stuff. It's just, I just don't know what to talk about. I think that's the biggest problem. I think that's why maybe I probably don't get many views, is because people just find me boring, which I understand, because I don't really talk about anything interesting. And I guess as well, like, the videos don't help, because in these early races nothing really happens. It's like you can't really talk about anything in the game because you just win everything. I mean, I suppose I could just like deliberately crash, but then I'd have to pay for it, so I don't want to do that. Also, roof scoops should be roof scoops should be illegal. They look disgusting. I don't think there's any car I've said, even if it's a factory option, I just don't think they look good. Oh, we're so close to level 13. Yeah, I just don't think roof scoops look good. Yeah, if someone could tell me a car that has a roof scoop and it actually looks good, tell me, because I guarantee it won't look good. I promise you it won't look good. I see, Blue Mountains, this is another one that didn't make it past this game. It's fairly obvious when you drive on it, even looking at the map, that it's very obviously inspired by Mount Panorama, Bathurst, however you call it. But the funny thing is, even though this wasn't in any of the 360 titles, Bathurst didn't actually appear until Motorsport 6, I think. So it obviously, unless Bathurst was meant to be in Motorsport 2, but then it never happened, and then they just forgot about it, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, that first corner is identical. It's so, the funny thing is, unless it is entirely possible that maybe, I mean, I don't know who owns the track, but maybe the people who own Bathurst said, oh, you can't have that because it's too similar to our track. No, don't do that. I mean, it's doubtful, because technically it's not Bathurst. I mean, it's very obviously inspired by it, but it is different, so they can't really claim that it's their track. But I don't know the reason, to be honest, because normally, like, if they get rid of a track, especially if it's a track inspired by another track, it's because they managed to get the license for the actual track, so they just replaced it. I don't know, but unless they just, I don't know the reason. If anyone works at Turn 10 or knows someone who does or did work at Turn 10, I'd like I like your input. You know, what actually happened with regards to this track especially. Yeah. So there's a cat on my roof. I hope you can't hear that. Sorry, I don't, I might, I'm not going to, but sometimes I feel like I should just not bother with these playthrough videos because they don't do very well. I mean, I think with the exception of one of them I think got like 100 views. But the one I did the other day, like last week, well, actually no, the week before last week, that one had no views. I don't know if it's got any views now. But like normally when I post a video I usually get at least 1 or 2, but that one had no views. I don't know what people's problem with that particular video was, but yeah, I don't know. It is hard being a YouTuber. So that's the thing as well, I feel like I repeat myself a lot because I don't know what to talk about. I just panic and then I'm like, I need to talk about something, and then I just pluck something out my arse, and then I realise afterwards, oh, I said that in last week's video, and then people don't want to watch me because it's like he's just going to talk about stuff he's already talked about. No, I hated this track when I first got the game, but it's all right. I think it's just I'm not very good at it, but I do like it. You know, it's quite fun to drive on, and I do like the long straight at the end. That's fun as well. I think it's just because see this game's very weird because like obviously like I think I said in a very early video that the AI is linear, so even if you have it on hard, the early races will still be really easy. But when you get to like the championship and endurance races, it's literally impossible. Like it's verging on impossible. I mean, especially in the P1 class races, the LMP classes, you cannot stay ahead of them. It's impossible. And if you try and block them, they'll just ram you out the way, and then you'll crash, and then you'll lose because you'll have a broken car. And like there's one particular endurance race, I think it's the classic sports one. Basically, the fastest car you can use is a Ford GT40. The only car that's faster than the GT40 is the Ferrari 330. But you can't use that because you need to win that race to get that car. But of course, naturally, one of the AI opponents is driving that car, and it is so quick. Now it doesn't matter how perfect you drive, you cannot keep up with it. It's impossible. Like I was a good 4-5 seconds a lap down on that race. The only consolation you've got, basically the only way to win that race is based on your pit strategy. If you pit at the right time, you should be okay. But then you've got a problem because technically you only have to pit once. He only has to pit once as well. So he will constantly catch up. And then you've got like a good 2 or 3 laps where he's right behind you and you've got to keep him behind you, and it's so stressful. Anyway, what do we got? We've got a 240 SX. So we'll do that one next time. Probably in the Mustang. Yeah, that'll be my fastest car, so yeah, it'll be the Mustang. So yeah, if you like the video, and I don't blame you for not liking it, I will see you next week. Yeah, so bye.